All right. We're going to give this a second try. Period. We are back. We are. Now let me just see if the TikTok thing works. Everything working now? I'm just waiting to see on TikTok. CLP. Oh, Luxoretta, thank you for the CLP 1000. What's up, Luxoretta? What is CLP? Where are you from, Luxoretta? Oh, you from Chile? CLP, no, I got it because I'm on YouTube as well, and they got a super chat. Okay, is YouTube where it's at? They giving up the coin on YouTube? Shoot, let me find out. From Chile? Oh, es de Chile. ¿Cómo están? Yo hablo poquito español, mamacita. Oh shit, where did I put the TikTok shit at? Girl, not me. Okay, here it is, over here. What's up, Chris? All right, Chris. Like the like. Oh shit. Okay, so I think it's just messed up. I think it's just messed up. The like thing is messed up. But all right, y'all, like the live, share the live. Let's just get started with the stream. Open arena. If y'all want to get up in the arena, come up in the arena, and that's what we're gonna do. And that's what we're gonna do. And that's what we're gonna do. Okay, let me open up a brand new arena real quick. Hi, what's up, Stephanie? Estamos muy bien. ¿Tu jugo videojuegos o no? Love you, Hadi. What's up, Marcos? Welcome on in, you guys. So if anybody wants to join up in the arena, here's the code. If anybody wants to join up in the Smash Brothers arena, the code is right here. There you guys go. If anybody wants to join up in the arena. There's the code. Okay. All right, y'all want some story time? Stephanie, welcome on in. Grown ass man. Yep, grown ass man with the wig on. That's what I am. All right, so I'm gonna tell y'all the story about my crazy. Well, I think I already told y'all the story about my crazy ex, right? Have y'all heard that story about my crazy ex? Do y'all want to hear the story about my crazy ex? Let me open up a new arena because this one has just been marinating here. Have y'all heard that one? Yay, nay. If y'all want to hear the story about my crazy ex, let me get a W in the chat. Let me get a nice big old fat W in the chat. Heard it. Fishing is life. You be going fishing. How are you? I'm doing good. How are you, Stephanie? Y'all make sure to donate if you can. You see the info in the top corner. That's my Venmo and Cash App. Nightbot needs to stop putting that over here. Take that out, Nightbot. What are you doing? Means more than that. Oh, what's love got to do? All right, you guys, we got a new code. Heard it? Heard it on before. TikTok is acting up today. What is going on? Girl, what is going on? What is going on, girl? Let's see. It's so annoying because it ruins the vibe when like the streams start acting up and acting crazy. But here's the code. Here's the code, you guys. All right, let's get some Smash up in here. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all this story about how this one guy at a rave tried to give me his number in front of his girlfriend. If y'all ready for story time, let me get a W in the chat for everybody that's watching. Also, yeah, Mark, thank you so much for sending the gifts on TikTok. Make sure to like the live, share the live, all that good stuff. Okay, so I don't know about y'all, but I go to like a lot of different like music festivals, like EDC. You get what I'm saying? Like EDC, all these like different rave stuffs and stuff like that. So it was very much a situation of like, I was at EDC one year, and y'all know like in rave culture, well, I don't know if y'all know, but we have these things called candies, right? So when it comes to candies, basically what it is that it's just a bunch of like, you know, perler bracelets. Like, you know how like Taylor Swift has like her friendship bracelets or whatever. Yes, I am a grown ass man with the wig on. That's why I look like Beyonce and sound like Jay-Z. We established that a couple of years ago. But anyway, so like I was walking around with my perler bracelets on, and the way the culture works is that like if you're at a rave with somebody and you know like you're vibing with them, like you make a new friend, you dance with somebody new, you kind of give them the bracelet, and that's your way of letting them, you know, kind of leaving like a piece of yourself with them. You get what I'm saying? So what ended up happening was me and my friends, we were walking around, you know, the festival, talking with people, making friends, all that good stuff. Now, one thing about me, y'all know I love me a good Latino bottom, right? Not saying like I only date Latino men, and whoever this Ness is really annoying, okay? Because I don't have time for all of these shenanigans. Mark, thank you for all the gifts. I don't know if you just did my gallery or whatever it's called, but thank you if you did. So anyway, when I go to raves, I wear this thing called a captain's hat, right? So a captain's hat is like a rave wear. It almost looks like a military hat a little bit. But the only thing about it is that there's a bunch of sparkles on it, which kind of adds to like, you know, the rave aesthetic or whatever. So it's not uncommon like when I have on this hat for people to like try to, you know, salute to me or whatever, because, you know, it looks like a military hat a little bit. So anyway, I was watching this one artist named Zedd. And if y'all know who Zedd is, y'all know who Zedd is. But basically what happened, we was watching Zedd. And there was this one guy, this like 6'5", tall, nice brown skin Latino king, just sitting there staring at me when I had my freaking hat on, and he saluted. Because like I said, it's not uncommon for people to salute to me when I have on the hat, right? So he saluted to me, and I was sitting there like, oh my God, this guy's so fine. He's big, he's juicy. His ass looked like 2 birthday cakes fighting behind a curtain. I need to go say hey. So after he did the little salute, mind you, like we're deep into the rave. So, you know, people drinking, people a little drunk. You know what I'm saying? It's very much one of those situations. So I was walking around, and I walked up to the guy, right? Walked up to the guy, and I was like, oh my God, yeah, what's up? And I gave him one of my bracelets, because, you know, in rave culture, we hand each other bracelets. So I gave the guy a bracelet, right? And as soon as I handed him the bracelet, you know, he was very much like dude bro vibes. Like he was the type to smack a beer can on the side of his head and like, you know, do a keg stand or something like that. So he was sitting there and he was like, oh my God, thank you, man. Whoa, bracelet for me, man. Like, bro, thank you, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, yeah, man. Bro, thank you so much. You know, we're at EDC, man. Like, you know, it's totally a vibe, man. You know, thanks for the bracelet, man. Yeah, man. So I was like, okay, whatever. Now, mind you, I'm already looking at this nice piece of trade and I'm like, okay, he's kind of cute. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, so I was just sitting there and I was like, okay, well, whatever. So I walked away, chat. So if everybody's following the story so far, let me get a W in the chat. I want to make sure I'm not talking to myself right now. Let me get a W in the chat. Also, y'all, make sure to follow if you're watching on TikTok and stuff. You know, all that. And if you're watching on YouTube and wherever else, make sure to drop a W. Also, bet you can't hit the 0 to death with Ness. I bet you can't donate. But anyway, so what ended up happening was we were at the, so after he was done, okay, let me calm down. After I was done giving him the bracelet, I went back to dancing with my friends. So I'm just sitting there dancing with my friends, minding my business. Even after this 6'5" Latino trade, you know, we just had this little interaction. I gave him a bracelet, you know, whatever. He was giving straight boy vibes. You get what I'm saying? He was very much giving straight boy vibes. So anyway, I went back to dancing with my friends. So I'm minding my business. All of a sudden, this guy walks up to me. I feel a tap on my shoulder and I'm like, okay, who is this? I turn around and guess who it is? It is a 6'5" Latino trade. And I'm like, okay, what does he want? Toss, toss. What does he want? Toss, toss. So I was sitting there and he was like, oh yeah, man, you know, I definitely got to give you something back. So he reaches in his pocket, chat, and he hands me a rubber duck. Okay, now I know a rubber duck sounds like really like, you know, just kind of out there. It's very much giving like what the fuck, but he handed me a rubber duck and I was just kind of like, okay, you know, whatever. But that's another thing in rave culture. It's very much like people just kind of give you random shit. Like the things people hand out in rave culture are bracelets, little sprout things that you can clip on your clothes or in your hair or whatever, and then rubber ducks. That's just what they do. So he gave me a rubber duck with a little rainbow on it. Now, I'm going to ask y'all, chat, don't you feel like at this point in my interaction with this guy, we've kind of crossed the casual, hey, how you doing? It's kind of getting into, I'm kind of leaning into you a little bit. I want to talk a little bit more. Let's keep the conversation going. Am I right or am I wrong? I'm going to ask y'all. Am I right or am I wrong? What is up with this? Yo, what is going on with these connections today? Is the snowstorm messing everybody up?